afternoon, everyone. Am I audible? Please confirm the audio. Today we will be discussing the solutions of the short answers, basically where we don't have any options. So, of the last year's paper for the QA section. Vishesh, Arjun, Priyansha, hi. My name is Abhishek, Leela, Pandey. Those who know me, welcome all of you. Those who don't know me, you get to know me after the session. So, let's start. By the way, how many of you love mathematics? Cool. Starting with the first question, first of all. We'll go to this question afterwards. Let us do something which is, kind of easy. So let's do question 2 first of all. The remainder when factorial 1 plus factorial 2 till factorial 95 when divided by 15 is what? So in this case, 15 is nothing but, what is 15 in prime factorized form? It is 3 multiplied by 5. So basically, any number which has a pair, which in its prime factorized form has a pair of 3 and 5 both, it will be a multiple of 15, yes or no? Understood? Can we say that if I write a number in its prime factorized form and if I get a pair of 3 and 5, it will definitely be a multiple of 15. So as we can see over here, the first time a pair of 3 and 5 comes is in factorial 5 because it is nothing but 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. I'm assuming that you understand what is factorial. When I say factorial of n, that means nothing but product of all the natural numbers starting from 1 till n. But before 5, we will have 3 but not 5, right? That is why we can say one thing, that everything from factorial 5 till infinity is a multiple of 15, isn't it? So all we have left is factorial 1 plus factorial 2 plus factorial 3 plus factorial 4. So if we divide only this by 15, we'll get the remainder. Cool. So let us do that. Factorial 1 is 1, factorial 2 is 2, factorial 3 is 6, factorial 4 is 24. Divide by 15. As you can see, 6 plus 24 is 30. This gets cancelled. The only thing left is 3. The answer is 3. Clear? My side of story, you said 9. No, it's 3. All right. You retracted the message. What's your name? Coming to the next question. Amisha can complete a particular task in 20 days. After working for 4 days, she fell sick for 4 days and resumed the work on the 9th day, but with half of her original work rate. When we say work rate, it means efficiency. All right. Okay. She completed a task in another 12 days with the help of a co-worker who joined her from the 9th day. The number of days required for the co-worker to complete the task alone would be how much? For this, we can put in formulae and do, waste 5 minutes of our life. But what if we want to do this question less than 10 seconds? What I'll assume is that Amisha's rate of work per day is 1 unit. Any problem in that? I can assume that, right? And she can finish the task in 20 days. That means total work in terms of Amisha will be 20 units. बिल्कुल सही बात है ना? अगर वो 1 यूनिट काम हर दिन कर रही है तो 20 दिन में 20 यूनिट काम करेगी. तो we can say total work is 20 units. All right. So what is happening? She wants to finish this 20 units of work. On the first 4 days, she will be doing how much? 4 units because she was doing 1 unit per day. All right. Cat world, क्या चल रहा है यहाँ पे? IPMAT के solutions. Any doubt in that? Okay. So 4 units work has been finished by her in the first 4 days. After that, she takes a leave of 4 days. All right. 9th day she comes and she will take 12 more days to finish the work. That means she will be doing 12 units more. But in these 12 days, there is another co-worker who has joined. So let us assume that the work done per day by the co-worker is X units. We can assume that. Right, that is for the co-worker, not for Amisha. Tell me in the comments, are you able to understand this part? 4 units by Amisha in the first 4 days, a break of 4 days, then 12 units for the next 12 days, and in those 12 days, another co-worker is doing X units per day. That means she will be doing 12 X units work. So this part is for Amisha and this part is for the co-worker. Great. Now we can calculate the value of X. Let's do that. So if I calculate it, this 4 plus 12, 16 becomes, calculate it on your own once, all of you. Exactly. Half hoga. That's great. So basically, you guys are paying attention because after that, Amisha was working at the half of her efficiency. Very good, Arimik. So we have 4 plus 6. That makes it 10 is equal to 12x, which further means that x is equal to 10 by 12, or we can say 5 by 6. All right. All right. Perfect. Now, we have to calculate it in how many days would the co-worker alone complete the task. How much task do we have? We have 20 units of task. I'll just erase everything from the board. I hope you've done it. So now, for the co-worker, 20 units of work should be done, and she's able to do 5 by 6 units of work every day. Every day. What we can do directly is we can divide 20 by 5 by 6, and we have 24 days as our answer. Clear? So without using anything, without using any variable x or something, we can just do it by assuming the rate of work to be 1 unit for Amisha and x units for the co-worker. Clear to all of you? Tell me in the comments. All right. Priyanshu, the answer will be 24, not 10. Is it clear to all of you? Please tell me in the comments. Be quick. हाँ प्रियांशु, 12x था, 12 दिन का काम था ना वो, और x क्या था? 1 दिन का काम. तो x दिन का 1 दिन का काम 5 by 6 है. टोटल काम 20 यूनिट्स था, तो 20 को हमने उसके 1 दिन के काम से डिवाइड कर दिया, तो वी गॉट टोटल नंबर ऑफ डेज. समझ गए? टोटल काम 20 यूनिट्स है प्रियांशु, ये बात नहीं भूलनी है हमें, है ना? ओके, नेक्स्ट वन. The length of the line segment joining the two intersection points of the curves y equal to 4970 minus mod x and y equal to x square is what? Okay, so let us try to draw the graph. Y equal to x square is a parabola. Whose point of inflection is this only, is y equal to x square, and 4970 minus mod x is what we have to draw over here. So if I put x as 0, I'll get a point, this, which will be how much? 0, 4970, and I keep on putting x equal to 1 or minus 1, 2 or minus 2, so I'll get this kind of line. So this will be graph for 4970 minus mod x. I hope it is clear. Isn't it? Keep on commenting. This is clear. All we have to do is to find the length of these two intersection points. So graphically, I think now you can visualize it. So graphical visualization is clear. We have to find the length of this red straight line. All right. A.R. Russell, yeah, answer is 140. Good. Yeah, I'll explain that again. When I put x as 0 here, I get 4970. When I put x as 1, I'll get 4961. तो जाहिर सी बात है कि यहाँ पे पॉइंट नीचे आता जाएगा. And when it is a modulus, same will happen for whatever the value is for x equal to 1, the same will be value for x equal to minus 1. So whatever we get here, we'll draw a mirror image in the negative side. I'll make this is coordinate geometry. Whatever you get on the positive x, same will get on the negative x. ये बात समझ में आ रही है? Okay, I'll tell you. See, इसको मान लेते हैं. Let this be y is equal to 4970 minus mod x. Now, if I calculate it, the value of y and the value of x. So x को आप 1 रखो या minus 1 रखो, in both the cases you will get 4969. Is that right? Cat world, my name is Abhishek, Leela, Pandey. If I put x equal to 2 or minus 2, in both the cases I'll get 4968. So ideally what is happening, one value of y is corresponding to two values of x. That is why, so if I look at this point, if this point was 1,4969, then a symmetric point on the left hand side will be minus 1,4969. I hope this is understandable. That is why we have a graph like this, a symmetric graph. All right. So now we can visualize this part. If I look at this, y is equal to x square. So if I'm able to find a perfect square, by putting something as x over here, then my problem will be solved. All right. SK cat world, my salary. Why do you want to know that? You should never ask a man his wage and a woman her age. Okay. But you will reach my salary after you pass out from IIM. Anyways, coming back to the topic. We need to find something. I want to put something here, x. This will become square of x will be y. And this is also y. So, I want to find a perfect square which is slightly less than 4970. Can we say that? I'm erasing all of it. Now look at this. Y is definitely a perfect square. Right? And 4970 must be a perfect square. Then only they can actually intersect as shown in the graph. Do we have any number which is less than 4970? Why less than? Because we are subtracting mod of x from 4970. So whatever we get here will be less than or equal to 4970. So 4900 is a number which is a perfect square, that is square of 70. Isn't it? If I put x equal to 70 or minus 70, I'll get 4900 in both the cases. Let us look at this. 4970 minus of mod x. Put 70 or minus 70 over here, you will get 4900 only. And similarly, in this, y equal to x square, if I put 70 here, I'll again get 4900. So 70 is what is satisfying this. Cool? If you still have the graph in your copy, this point must be minus 70, this must be plus 70. The length of this will be nothing but 70 left ka, 70 right ka. Overall, we have how much? 140 units. Clear? All of you? Ramesh, Shini, Aryamek, Priyanshu. ठीक है, बहुत मुश्किल सवाल नहीं था, ग्राफिकल लग रहा था, देखने में मुश्किल बनाया था उसको, लेकिन मेन बात क्या है कि हमें परफेक्ट स्क्वायर देखना था. दैट इज द मेन थिंग. Whenever we get a question like this, we can just look at the perfect square and get our answer sorted. All right, now coming to the next one. If f1 is equal to 1, fn is equal to 3n minus f of n minus 1, and n is greater than 1, find the value of f2 to 2, 3. Do you find this to be a difficult question? This, whenever we have something like this, this question is based on a pattern, and we have to identify that pattern. How to do that? f1 is equal to 1. We will actually have to do some kind of calculation. All right. Arjun, integration, no. If you do integration, you will get the area of everything. We don't need the area over there, right? We just need the integral points. f1 is equal to 1. If we want to calculate f2, so putting 2 over here, we get 3 into 2 minus f of n minus 1, that is f1. That is what we get. 6 minus 1 is 5. So in all the functions that I'm going to calculate, we will multiply 3 with this number and then subtract the value just before it. 9 minus 5, we get 4. All right. I hope you understand this. But still we are not able to find any pattern. 1 के बाद 5 फिर 4. कोई pattern है ही नहीं. ना odd numbers का है, ना even numbers का है, ना natural numbers का है, ना prime numbers का है. Nothing. So we need to calculate more. So we want to calculate f4. f4 is 3 into 4, 12. Minus 4 is 8. Let's calculate f5. 3 into 5, 15. Minus 8 is 7. Okay. Now I'm doing it orally. 3 into 6 is 18. Minus 7 is 11. Do we get a pattern? Chalo, let us try to write these numbers in quick succession. First is 1. Then we have 5. Then we have 4. Then we have 8. Then we have what? 7. Then we have 11. Are we able to find a pattern? Anyone? What I can see that these alternate numbers are at a gap of 3. The same is happening over here also. To confirm that it is correct, I will calculate just one more and see whether the pattern that I have seen is correct or not. 3 into 7 is 21, minus 11 is 10. If I put 10 over here, 7 plus 3 is 10. Yes, so pattern is correct. So basically there are two series placed in between, sandwiched, which are at a gap of 3 intervals. Arabic says, देखो, if you put 2023 over here, ये तो calculate हो जाएगा, but ये calculate नहीं हो पाएगा ना Arabic, because you don't know the value of f of 2022, right Arabic? Understood? आपका आंसर आएगा ही नहीं उस केस में, but now you can find the answer. All right. अब एक बात समझो सब लोग, ये पैटर्न दिखाई दे गया हमें. इस पैटर्न में there are two series. Odd number elements हैं 1 plus 3 plus 3. Even number में यही हो रहा है. Odd number of elements जो odd है उसका पहला टर्म है 1, दूसरा टर्म है कितना 4, तीसरा टर्म है 7, फिर है 10. ये this is for the odd elements. For the even elements, I mean not even elements, elements at the even position. This is 5, 8, 11 and so on. By the way, we need to calculate function f of 2023. 2023 is nothing but an odd number. तो इसका क्या मतलब है कि we have to look at this series, not at this. Clear? So our series is 1, 4, 7, 10 and so on. Cool? Is that understood? तो 2023वां एलिमेंट क्या होगा? That is what we need to calculate. By the way, if I keep on writing all the elements f1, f2 till f 2023, how many odd elements would I have written? And how many even elements would I have written? 2023 में से 1011 elements will be at even positions. Am I right? And 1012 elements will be at the odd positions. Yes or no? Even and odd is always half. Odd हमेशा एक ज़्यादा होगा अगर वहाँ पे odd number लिखा हुआ है तो. 2022 तक तो 1011 even, 1011 odd. अगला odd ही आएगा. I hope it's clear. Cool. इतना कुछ मालूम पड़ गया. We look at this series and try to calculate our answer. So if I want to generalize this It's an arithmetic progression, isn't it? I can just write 1 plus 3 is the common difference. 3 times k minus 1. Can I do that? Why k minus 1? Why k minus 1? Because, so why k minus 1? 1012th एलिमेंट निकालना है तो यहाँ पे 1012 पुट करने से क्या होगा? 1011 डिफरेंस आ जाएंगे. Why? Because we have already written the first term. So first term has already been written. That is why we subtract 1 from here. Is that clear? अगर मैं subtract यहाँ ना करता, 3k लिखता, तो मुझे 1013वां टर्म मिल जाता. पहला टर्म पहले लिख चुका हूं मैं. Right? Is that understood, everyone? Tell me in the comments. Be quick. First term के बाद 1011 terms और, which makes 1012th term. Let's put 1011 over here. So 1 plus 3 times 1011 is 3034. That happens to be our correct answer. Clear to all of you? Got it? Everyone? Nice question, isn't it? A lot of logic and observation is required over here. SKSH1GH. असली नाम से आया करो. Anyways, you said no. Why? I hope it is clear now. After first term, 1011 more terms. I hope you got it. If you're not able to type in the comment, just put some smiley or something so that I know. Coming to next one. The product of the roots of the equation, this is what? Okay, tell me something. Here we have log base as 2. The base is 2. And then we have something in power of 2. So if I rewrite this, log will be gone and all we'll be having is the power. For example, log, let's say base is a to the power n. This is nothing but equal to n only, isn't it? Arjun, even part की जरूरत ही नहीं ना? We needed F 2023. So we left it like that only. Is this clear to all of you? Clear है ना ये बात? So what we can do, we can rewrite it as log x base 2 whole square. Only the power hidden, that is everything goes away. Then we have minus 5 log x base 2 plus 6 is equal to 0. It's a quadratic equation in which we don't have the variables but the logarithmic values. Okay? Let us try to break it by splitting the middle term. Square. And write it as minus 3 log x base 2 minus 2 log x base 2 plus 6 is equal to 0. Is that clear? Makes sense? Middle term. Splitting the middle term. I can take log x common from first 2. I'll be having log x base 2. Inside the bracket, I'll have log x base 2 minus 3. Let's take minus 1 common here. Alright, let's take minus 2 common here. I'll have log x base 2 minus 3 is equal to 0. I think all of you know how to break the middle term. Second step, third step, fourth step I'll write over here. So we have log x base 2 minus 2 in one bracket and log x base 2 minus 3 in another bracket. This is equal to 0. Which further means that log x base 2 is equal to 2 or log x base 2 is equal to 3. Solving it, x becomes 2 square or 2 cube, that is 4 and 8. So x can be 4 or 8. We need to find the product of all the roots. 4 multiplied by 8. The answer is 32. Clear? We got the two roots, that is 4 and 8. आज में तुमने 2 3 मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया ना, देखो यही तो बात है, लॉग वाले प्रॉब्लम पता ही होती है, इवन आफ्टर राइटिंग एवरीथिंग करेक्ट you will commit a silly mistake. Armic, like you did. You got 2 and 3 and you multiplied them. तुमने इनको मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया है ना, बट रूट्स ऑफ इक्वेशन तो x की वैल्यू होती है ना कि log x की. ऑल राइट, Armic, is that clear? 4 into 8 is 32. Cool. Don't commit such mistakes in the real exam. That is what makes or break the score. नेक्स्ट, थोड़ा इसको भी अरिथमेटिक है, चलो जल्दी से करते हैं. Assume it is beginning of the year today. Ankita will earn 10,000 at the end of the year, which she plans to invest in a bank deposit immediately at a fixed simple interest of 0.5% per annum. Her yearly income will increase by INR 10,000 every year, and the fixed simple interest offered by the bank on new deposits will also increase by 0.5% per annum every year. If Ankita continues to invest all her yearly income in new bank deposits at the end of each year, total interest earned by her in INR in 5 years from today will be what? प्रियांशु क्या बोल रहे हो, 3 कहाँ गया, कौन सा 3? ये 2 क्यूब, ये हो गया ना, log x बेस 2 3 था तो x इक्वल 2 का क्यूब, बेस ऊपर चला गया, 2 का क्यूब 8 बन गया ना प्रियांशु. ठीक है, चलो ये वाला करते हैं. I'm giving you a minute. अच्छा एक बात बताओ, year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4 and year 5. She is investing at the end of the year, not in the beginning of the year. तो इसका 10,000 रुपये था पहले वाला, that will be invested for how many years? For 4 years. Can we say that? 5 साल तक, क्योंकि ये एंड में आ रही है. तो इसका 10,000 का इन्वेस्टमेंट वॉज फॉर 4 years, नॉट फॉर 5 years. आई होप यू गेट इट, ऑल ऑफ यू. एट एन इंटरेस्ट ऑफ 0.5% per annum. ऑल राइट, आफ्टर द एंड ऑफ सेकेंड ईयर 10,000 से उसकी और बढ़ गई इनकम, सो नाउ शी इज investing 20,000 for how many years? For 3 years. At interest of how much? Interest is also increased by 0.5%. New interest becomes 1%. Cool. Right. Year 3, 30,000. Remains invested for 2 years at 1.5%. Year 4, it's 40,000. Remains invested for only 1 year. At how much? At 2%. Year 5, की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है. ये हमें कैलकुलेट करना ही नहीं पड़ेगा कि ईयर 5 के एंड में वो क्यों ही इन्वेस्ट करेगी. 5 साल खत्म हो चुके हैं. सो दिस इज द ओनली थिंग वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट. एंड सिंपल इंटरेस्ट, यू नो द फॉर्मूला, दैट इज P RT upon 100. I have given you principal, rate and time. Just calculate and add them all and you will get Air Hustle has got the answer. It is 2,500. That's the correct answer. I don't think I have to solve it. I have given you the exact data, put in the values and get the answer. All of you can get it. The correct answer is rupees 2,500. Perfect. Done. The main catch in this question was to understand that the first 10,000 was invested for 4 years, not for 5 years, and the last, in the year 5, nothing will be invested. That is the only thing that we need to understand. Rest everything is simple calculation. By the way, tell me, are you comfortable in total English or you want me to mix Hindi in between? Tell me in the comments. What happened? Calculated. You will get 200 for the first year, 600 for the second year, right? Total English, perfect. 900 for this and then 800 for the last one. You get 2500. All of you got it, I think. Let's go to the next one. The polynomial, we have a huge polynomial like this. When divided by x minus 1 leaves remainder 2. What's the value of c plus 6? There's so many variables which kind of sends chills to some people. But there is a thing called remainder theorem which says fx when divided by x minus a, the remainder is f of a. Do you understand this function? Mod? Mod means remainder function. So whatever we have before the mod is the dividend. Whatever we have after the mod, that is divisor, and after equal to we have the remainder. So in case you do not know this function mod, I've told you. Just a simple way to write, instead of writing the huge sentence fx when divided by x minus a leaves fa as the remainder. So this mathematical language, just put mod over there. It's not modulus, it's called modulo function. When you start doing your MBA, you'll get to know it, in case you do not. But now you know it, clear? So I'll use this function. This is called remainder theorem. Okay. So this is fx. If I want to calculate the remainder when it's divided by x minus a, the remainder will be fa. Here x minus 1. So what is the value of a here? It's 1. So if I put 1 everywhere in place of x, I'll get the remainder. Cool. Let's put, by the way, whatever the power of 1 is, it remains 1. 1 to the power 10, 1 to the power 9, it remains 1 only. So all you do is add all the coefficients. Plus 4, minus 1, plus 3, minus 5, plus c, plus 2, minus 1, plus 1, minus 4, plus 6, and minus 2. Clear? That happens to be our remainder. Cool. This is equal to, this should be equal to 2, the remainder. All right. Let's add them all. 4 minus 1, 3 plus 3, 6 minus 5, 1, 3, 2, 3, minus 1, 5, 3. So we have c plus 3 is equal to 2, which means the value of c is equal to minus 1. We have to find the value of c plus 6. Putting minus 1 here, we get 5 as the answer. Clear? Clear to all of you? As easy as that. Had it been x minus 2, we would have put 2 in place of x, but that is something they won't ask because 2 ki power 10 will be too difficult to calculate. That's why they put 1 over there. 5 is the answer. All of you got that? Very good. Perfect. The next one. In an election with only 2 contesting candidates, 15% of voters did not turn up. Did not turn up at all. All right. And 50 voters cast invalid votes. Wow. Okay. So if I assume the voters to be 100x, that means 85x were the ones who turned up. 15x did not turn up. So this is not for us. Out of them, 50 votes were cast invalid. So valid votes were nothing but calculate the valid votes. 85x minus how much? Minus 50. These are the total valid votes. It is known that 44% of the votes in the voting list voted for the winner. That means the winner got how many? 44x votes in the voter list. In voter list we have 100x. I hope you understand that. In the list we had 100x, but 15x did not turn up. But still, voter list में तो 100x है. Winner has got 44x, and the loser must have got how much? The loser must have got 85x minus 50 minus 44x. So we'll subtract the votes got by winner from the total valid votes, which comes out to be how much? 41x minus 50. So now we have this. Winner 44x, loser this. The difference has to be 200. So 44x minus this, which means minus 41x plus 50 is equal to 200, which comes out to be 3x is equal to 150. Therefore, the value of x becomes how much? 50. Clear? The value becomes 50. Total votes कितने हो जाएंगे? 150, that is 5,000. Clear to all of you? ARSL, you got the answer, very good. Tell me in the comments, be quick. Is that clear? The next one. If Fn is equal to 1 plus 2 till n plus 1, so I can write Fn to be equal to n plus 1 multiplied by n plus 2 by 2, right? This is sum of n plus 1 natural numbers. All of you know that. Sum of n natural numbers is how much? It's n into n plus 1 by 2, right? And here we have n plus 1 natural number. So I'll replace n with n plus 1. This is what we got. That's the value of Fn. Clear? All right. All right. Gn sigma summation है 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2 and so on, right? So this will be 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2 plus 1 by f3 and so on till 1 by k goes till n 1 by fn. All right. All right. AR Hustle, you're so quick. What about others? Are you guys able to understand this? Yes or no? Tell me in the comments. Be quick. This is clear, right? I'll just try to put the values. What will be the value of f1 if I put 1 over here? 2 into 3 upon 2. Right? So Gn will be equal to how much? This is 2 into 3 by 2, inverse of it, 2 upon 2 into 3. Plus, now if I put 2 over here, I'll get 3 into 4. So 2 upon 3 into 4. I'll keep on getting it. In the end, if I put n over here, I'll get 2 upon n plus 1 multiplied by n plus 2. Cool. Sanskar also got the answer. Others, please try to interact with me. That is how we'll develop a bond, right? Now, I can do one thing. Tell me something. If I take 2 common out of everything, let us try to understand here. What is 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3? This is 2 into 3, 3 minus 2, that is what you know. What is 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4? 3 into 4, and then you get 4 minus 3. By partial fractions, you can solve it. All of you know how to solve partial fractions. But in these cases, I'll give you a shortcut. Whenever we have something like this, 1 upon a times a plus 1, when you have something like this, it will always be equal to 1 by a minus 1 by a plus 1. So let us try to, kind of mug it up. Instead of wasting 5 minutes to solve this partial fraction, why not let's mug it up? Is that right? What if I have 1 upon a into a plus 2? Something like this. This will be 1 upon a minus 1 upon a plus 2 inside the bracket, and then we have 1 by 2 over here. Cool. So whenever we have something, let's say we have n over here, 1 by n comes out. Now this can be written as, I take 2 common. What do I have? 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 5, so on. In the end, we have 1 by n plus 1 minus 1 by n plus 2 and the bracket closed. The best thing about this huge series is that the adjacent terms are getting cancelled. Minus 1 by 3 has its positive pair. Minus 1 by 4 gets cancelled. And if you look at this, there's one thing which is clear, 1 by 2 will not get its pair, and 1 by n plus 2 will not get its pair. So this whole huge sequence shrinks into only this much. Is that clear? All the other elements get cancelled. Understood, girls and guys? Is that understood, everyone? Gn. Sending 2 inside, we have 1 minus 2 upon n plus 2. This happens to be the value of Gn, which should exceed this. Clear to all of you? Beautiful, isn't it? So today you got a new learning, this. So instead of using partial fractions and wasting a lot of time, let us mug this up and, okay, now we have this. I'm erasing it everything and I'll just use this one. So 1 minus 2 upon n plus 2, that is the value of Gn. This exceeds 99 upon 100, that is what we need to calculate now. All right. If I take the LCM and do everything, I'll have n plus 2 minus 2 upon n plus 2 greater than 99 upon 100. 2 and 2 get cancelled. 2 and minus 2 get cancelled. We have n upon n plus 2 is greater than 99 upon 100. Now we can use a bit of logic and understanding and observation, get the answer. This is 99 by 100. We have to exceed this. We need to exceed this. Okay. So now listen to me carefully. If I put 198 over here, why I'm putting 198? Because I want to have the denominator as a multiple of 100. I put 198, I'll get 200 here. So 198 upon 198 plus 2 is 200. This is equal to 99 by 100. Just need to exceed that. That means I'll put something which is greater than 198, that is 199, and I got my answer. Cool enough? I put 198 just to compare with the right hand side of the inequality. 100 का multiple लेने के लिए I put n198 and I got the exact value as the right hand side. Just increased n by 1 from 190, that is 199. Got it, all of you? Any doubt? Clear to everyone? Clear? Okay. Tell me in the comments, be quick. Let's do this one. It's an arithmetic question. Vinitha drives a car which has 4 gears. The speed of the car in the 4th gear is 5 times its speed in the 1st gear. All right. The car takes twice the time to travel a certain distance in the 2nd gear. Now, there a lot of information is given over there. So we need to keep on writing things according to our convenience. Okay. So I'll just write for the 1st gear, 2nd gear, and everything. 1st gear, 2nd gear, 3rd gear, and 4th gear. Let me write things. The moment I read it, I'll write it. Speed of car in the 4th gear is 5 times speed in the 1st gear. Okay. So if I assume that the speed of car in the 4th gear, or I can write, okay, tell me something. All of you know that speed and time are inversely proportional, isn't it? Is that true? Speed and time are inversely proportional. So if 4th gear speed is 5 times that of 1st gear, that means time taken will be 1/5. So if in the 1st gear time taken is 5t, in 4th gear it will be t only. Am I clear? Am I clear? In the 4th gear speed is 5 times of 1st gear. That means time taken by the 1st gear is 5 times that of 4th gear. Cool? Then this says the car takes twice the time to travel certain distance in the second gear as compared to third gear. All right. So, if third gear time taken is, let us write capital T, in second it will be 2 times capital T. All right. Clear to all of you? Very good. Now, in a 100-kilometer journey, if Lisa travels equal distances in each of the gears, she takes 85 minutes. So I am assuming, 100 kilometers, 4 equal parts, that means 25 kilometers here, 25 kilometers in all the gears. Okay. So the time taken in the first gear for traveling 25 kilometers is 5 small t. For second gear, same distance, this. So now we have this. This whole, the sum of this whole is how much? 5 small t plus 2 capital T plus capital T plus small t. This is equal to 585 minutes. Okay? I'm assuming everything in minutes. Why? Because in the question we have minutes. I think no problem there. Which comes up to be how much? This becomes 6 small t plus 3 times capital T is 585. Let this be equation number 1. This might help us in the second case. Now, the question says, instead, if the distances covered in the first, second, third and fourth gears are 4, 4, 32 and 60 kilometers respectively, then the time taken, total time taken in minutes to complete journey will be what? Okay. First gear distance travel is 4, second gear 4 again, third gear how much? It's 32, then we have 60. All right. Any doubt over there? All right. Okay. Now, these are distances. To calculate the time, we'll divide this by speeds. So what's the speed in first gear? It is 25 by 5t, isn't it? Distance upon time is basically speed. 25 by 5t. All right? 25 by 5t. Here the speed is 25 by 2t. 2 capital T. Here the speed is 25 by capital T. And here the speed is 25 by small t. This is what we have to calculate. Let's do that. Be quick. This becomes how much? If I send it over there, 20t by 25. The best thing is we have denominator as 25 in all the cases. This will be 8 times capital T upon 25. This will be 32 times capital T upon 25. This will be 60 times small t upon 25. So far, so good. Would this be used? I think yes. So now, because I don't have much space on the board, I'll do one thing. I'll just make a partition and solve the next step over here. So we have 80 small t, 20 plus 60, and 40 capital T, right? And this upon 25 is what we have to calculate. Can we do something with the first equation? We can do it, right? 6 and 3, 80 and 40, ratio is 2:1 in both the cases. So first equation can be further written as dividing by 3, 3t plus, see, 23, 2 small t. Divide this by 3, I'll get 2 small t plus capital T is equal to 3 1s are 3, 3 9s are 27, 195 is what we get. 2t plus capital T is 195. Let's put this value over here. This is 40 times this, isn't it? 40 times 2t plus capital T. So 40 multiplied by 195 upon 25. Let us calculate that. 5 4s are 20, 5 39s are 4 into 39 is what we have. Not 20, this is 40. I'm so sorry. 40 into, so this will be 8. 8 into 39 is what we have. The answer is 312. Clear to all of you? A.R. Hassel got the answer, Sanskar got the answer. Yeah, Sanskar, right. Clear to all of you? Understood, everyone? Except A.R. Hassel and Sanskar, nobody is commenting. I hope it's clear. Great. The next one. Total number of positive integer solutions of this is what? So, whenever you have something like this, okay, there's a formula x1 plus x2 plus x3 till, let's say, how much? Till xr, if this is equal to n, then total number of positive integral solutions are given by n minus 1 c or minus 1. Alright? Do you know this, all of you? Do you guys know it? We can call it natural solutions or positive integral solutions. So here we have this, we have how many? So R, we have 3, 1, 2, 3 elements. That means if a plus b plus c is 21 or 22 or 23 or 24 or 25, we have these many 5 different possibilities. 1, 2, 3 elements are there, so R is 3. So here we have 21 minus 1, C 3 minus 1. Clear? For this sum to be equal to 21. For sum to be equal to 22, 22 minus 1, C 3 minus 1. 23 minus 1, C 3 minus 1. 24 minus 1, C 3 minus 1. 25 minus 1, C 3 minus 1. I hope you can calculate this one. Right? C2 plus 21C2 plus how much? 22C2 plus 23C2 plus 24C2 is what we have. Let's calculate that all. 20C2, how much is it? 190. 21C2, 210. 22C2, 22, 11, 231. 23, 22, 11, 253. 24, 26, 12 into 12 to 24, 36, 276. Am I right? Did I do that right? Let's add them all. One 160 happens to be the answer. Clear? Great. Not a difficult question. 13th. Let A, B, C, D be positive integers such that A plus B plus C, D. Okay, this. A is to B is 2 is to 5 and C is to D is 5 to 2. Maximum possible value of A plus D is what? So can I write A is equal to 2K and B is equal to 5K? Any problem there? No. C is equal to 5L and D is equal to 2L. Which means sum of all this 7K plus 7L is equal to 2023 from this given equation. Taking out C 7 common, I have K plus L is equal to 7 2s are 14, 8s are 56, 9 is 3, 289. Mind bender question? Ready for that? Chalo, let's do this question, then we go to the mind bender question. Alright. Now, we have to find the value of maximum possible value of A plus C. Maximum possible value. A is 2K, C is 5L. So 2K plus 5L we need to maximize. How do that? We have the value of K plus L. I can do one thing over here. I can just write 2 times K plus L plus 3L. That sounds good? Sounds good? K plus L, putting it here. 2 into 289. 578 plus 3L. Now, we need to maximize this. K is gone. We need to maximize L. If you look at this, the maximum possible value of L can be, if I put K as 1 and L as 288, isn't it? Is that right? So 578 plus 3 times 288 is what we need to calculate. Cool. What's the answer? 1442. Perfect. 1442 has to be the answer. Now, we have 2 more questions left. Do you want me to solve those 2 questions, or do you want me to give you a mind bender question which Mr. Joshi has promised to you? What's the reward? Mr. Joshi, what's the reward? If anybody does that mind bender question, the first person to answer that will get what? Would he or she get something? Do we have a reward for that? Sanskar, 500 what 500? That's the answer. That's the reward. Oh wow, okay. Do you want me to solve this 14th question first, or do you want me to create a mind bender question right away? Tell me. Mind bender question. People are not sure. Let's solve 14th. Okay. And after that, we'll do a mind bender question. All right. Here we'll have the mind bender question. Okay. Okay. In the xy plane, let a be minus 2 comma 0 and b be 2 comma 0. Define the set S as the collection of all points C on the circle x square plus y square is equal to 4, such that area of triangle ABC is an integer. The number of points in set S is what? First of all, let us try to visualize it through the graphs. Okay. A circle. So a circle that is x square plus y square equal to 4. That means the circle center is the origin, and these points will be nothing but 2 comma 0. This will be minus 2 comma 0, isn't it? These are the points. So A is minus 2 comma 0, B is 2 comma 0. Now we need to find C. Now C becomes a what? C is a point with which if I join these A and B, I'll get a triangle. So C can be anywhere. C can be this, C can be this, C can be anywhere. C can be anywhere, right? All we have to keep in mind is that the area should be an integer. By the way, if we want to find the area of triangle ABC, there's one thing for sure. Wherever this value of C is, the base is 4 units, isn't it? 2 units in the left, 2 in the right, we have 4 units. So base is 4 for sure. Half into base into height. So half into 4 into height. Cool. 2 and 4 get cancelled. We have 2h as the area. Now 2h is the area. What does it mean? The height, if I want 2h to be an integer, a natural number, then the height should be multiple of 0.5. Can I say that? H must be a multiple of 0.5. Right? A multiple of 0.5. Yes or no? Because if you multiply 0.5 with 2, you will get 1. If you multiply it by 1.5, you will get 3. So 0.5 ka multiple, that means in the right direction, its x coordinate can be at 0 0.5, 1 and 1.5. Similarly, in the negative, we have minus 0 0.5, minus 1 and minus 1.5. Okay, so this is C where it is minus 1.5, the x coordinate. This is 1, this will be minus 0 0.5. All right, 0 0.5, 1, 1.5, and so is in the negative side. So for every point 0 0.5 we have 1 and 2. We have 2 points. For minus 0 0.5 we have 2 points again. So overall and for the 0 we have 2 points again. So minus 1.5, minus 1, 0, right? Minus 1.5, minus 1, 0 0.5, 0, this is minus 0 0.5, 0 0.5, 1 and 1.5. These are the x coordinates of the point C. And for every coordinate we have two possibilities, one in the upwards direction, one in the downward direction. 2 points each. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 possibilities. 2 points each. The answer is 14 points. The point that I have marked, these are the points where C can actually happen to be. Is that clear? The answer is 14. Ishan, the answer will be an even number only. It can never be odd. Got it, everyone? This is such a nice question, I must say. Isn't it? 7 possibilities of x. In the positive y, we have 7. In the negative y, we have 7 again. So it becomes 14 in total. Do you like this question? I think this is such a beautiful question to solve, right? Now, a mind bender question. Ready for that? Chalo. I'll draw a circle first of all. Looks like a perfect circle. Then there's the center, and from the center, what happens? I'm making a question. Okay, I'll make a sector. This is one of the sectors. One more sector, and another sector, like this. Let the angle be alpha. Here the angle be beta, and this angle be gamma. All right. These are the chords. I know you understand what is chord and sector, all of you, right? Okay. The length of these chords, I'll just give you length of these chords. They are equal to, let me assume this to be how much? Let this be 4. All right. Let this be 7. And let this be 10. Okay? Clear? 4, 7 and 10. You have to tell me okay, I'll just call them center B. Let the center be O. Let the center be O. This be AB. This be C, D, and this be E, F. You tell me the area of sector OAB plus OCD minus OEF. That is what tell me. That is the mind bender question. Let's see who solves it first. And there's one more thing given in the question, that the value of gamma is equal to alpha plus beta. Angle gamma is equal to sum of the angles alpha and beta. Ready? Is the question difficult? Chalo, I'm giving you 3 minutes to solve this. Yes. Want a minute more? Do you want one more minute or should I start solving it? The question is real mind bender. How many of you could not get it? And people are saying approx values they are telling me. Time up. Ready for the answer? Let's see. Tell me something. The value of angle gamma is equal to sum of angle alpha plus angle beta. If I pick these two sectors and look at my hands, I turn them like this one clockwise, this one anti-clockwise, and superimpose on these sectors on the sector OEF, then the new figure which will be with me will look like this. This was OEF, OEF. I superimposed OCD like this, so this becomes C, and D goes somewhere over here. Alright. Let's superimpose this. A matches here and B matches here. So this is how it looks like. Cool. Now it says sum of these two minus this. So sum of these two is actually whole of it. And if I subtract this sector, this whole goes away. So all we are left is this triangle, which have got the length as this length is 4, this length is 7, and this length is 10. So you basically need to find the area of a triangle whose sides are 4, 7, and 10. The question rephrases to a simpler question, 4, 7, and 10. That's it. So how to do that? Rest how to do it, right? S into S minus A and S minus B and S minus, that, right? You can solve it all. Should I solve it? The semi-perimeter will be 4 plus 7 plus 10 upon 2. That is 21 by 2. Or we can say 10.5. The area will be 10.5 multiplied by 6.5 multiplied by 3.5 multiplied by 0.5. 1 by 2. This is going to be the answer. Tell me, what is the answer? And also tell me, Sanskar, SK1, Ishan, AR Hustle, and everyone, how do you like this? Looked like some very weird and very complex mathematical question, but now it just depended on a simple imagination. Enjoyed this? All right. This will come close to 36 point something, square root of 6 point something. So answer will be 3 point something. That is going to be the answer. 3 point something. Sorry, 18 point something. The square root of this will be, if you use the calculator, you will get something like 36 point something. 1 by 2, 18 point something happens to be the correct answer. Tell me everyone, did you enjoy this question? Do you realize how beautiful can mathematics be? Just by manipulation of figures, we can solve this seemingly impossible to solve question. 18 points on here, Russell? Yeah, exactly. This bends your mind, that's why it's called a mind bender question. By the way, we're starting our crash course from 28th, and this whole week we'll be finishing off with the past year solutions in such innovative ways. So you can always come back to this channel, and the schedule will be shared with you, and then you can actually watch all the things that we are doing over here. You can subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss it, and probably ask your friends to join this channel so that they can also watch these innovative techniques and keep on solving it with me and with all of you. So we'll meet again. Till then, take care. Hope you enjoyed the session. Bye bye. Take care.